Hi, everybody. This is Robin Hyatt. I'm going to have art and conversation, and we are going to talk about a few things today. And actually, let me get what I wanted to talk about. We'll talk about a few things here. We're going to talk about this book. This book is Beings of Light, The Amazing True Story of Dorothy Wilkinson IZATT. I actually watched her on YouTube. She has a documentary on YouTube. I challenge you to watch this. It was something that I just came across. So I knew she had a book out. I don't know if she's passed away. She was a grandmother when I watched the YouTube. I think it was several years old. So I don't know if she's still alive. I hope she's still alive. In this book, it actually, I love things like this. This is a housewife. She raised her children. She didn't work. And she started having visitations of light and of thought, things talking to her. I believe and I apologize. I say a lot, and I apologize for that. I'm trying to not say it. So in these visitations, she started documenting them. She has thousands and thousands and thousands of footage from the 70s of these lights. The cover is from I don't know if it was a film or a picture that she took. And this is a woman, and these are children. And this came from an actual film or picture. It's in the documentary. I wanted to show you something in this book that I thought was very interesting. Look at that. Does that look like Sasquatch visiting? She had visitors in her home, and I'm sure it was pure energy that was visiting, which this I understand because this has happened to me. Through reading this book, I've gotten just through the first chapter, very well written. The first chapter, it was interesting because I can relate to this lady quite a bit, even though I'm not of UFO. I'm more of just the Sasquatch. I feel that I want to start documenting the things that are happening around me and to me. So I never thought of documenting it before. I just thought of telling you about it. And I feel that people want documentation. A lot of times I don't care what people think. I don't care to document. But I think through her inspiration, I feel that I want to. Last night I had a white orb fly above my head. And then when I know a spirit is present, it just sends so much energy into my body. It was just like a surge of energy. It was a very, 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 very strong energy. And when it's strong like that, I do feel it's Bigfoot. And so we did some conversations, and I've been having some pancreatic pain, or I would say gallbladder. It's probably my gallbladder. I have not been tested, so I think it's gallbladder. And I don't know if it's creating a little twinge of heart pain, but I do have high blood pressure, which is just hereditary. All of it's hereditary. So they said, I asked them for healing because I know that Bigfoots and Sasquatches can heal. They have that capability. You just have to ask. And they said for me to go to bed, and then I'm going to feel some vibrations, and I may wake up in the morning or wake up throughout the night by being vibrated. And I did feel vibration when I went to bed, but I fell asleep quickly. I woke up with no pain. I've had no pain. I felt refreshed, and my insides feel remarkable. And I just wanted everybody to know that I guess it's just time for me to start documenting my episodes that I have here, inside and out, seeing Sasquatch through the window, the eyes, the gold eyes. So I asked for permission to do some documentation, and I feel like I received it. I felt like they asked me to get some gifts today, so I don't know what's going to happen. But one gift is going to be this. This is a tiger eye. I'm holding it for my vibration to go into this tiger eye. And this will be one gift I will be giving this evening. And I have 3 apples. They actually said how many to give. And I went to the store and I asked what kind. So red and delicious. The redder, the better, they said. So I have 3 golden delicious apples and a tiger eye. What will happen tonight will remain to be seen. And I have my phone fully charged. I have a camera fully charged, and I have a video camera that I need to learn how to use. So I feel like this will happen a few times. So I'm going to start with those 2 items and work on practicing with my video camera. So what I'm going to do is, this is a painting that I'm working on. This is Polly Peppersack. I have worked on this. I was going to use this as my cover. It's a children's book that I'm working on. It's Polly Peppersack and Her Pointed Ears. But I found out for my cover, it has to go that way. So I thought, well, let's just paint one. So I'm just going to paint it. So I'm going to just talk to you, a little bit as I paint. And let me tell you, since you don't understand, Polly Peppersack has pointed ears. She's been teased all her life by these pointed ears. She's probably about 9 to 11. So her grandmother decided to make her a hat. And Polly always likes to wear hair in a ponytail. So her grandmother made this hat with many, almost like a flower, and it hangs down. Well, a big wind came up when she was walking on a path one day, and the hat started to propel, which it lifted her up, and she started to fly. It's a special hat. And it flew her to an enchanted forest, where here we'll have a fairy. This is a caterpillar of many colors, and it is in the story. And these 2 people become Polly's friends in the enchanted forest, and she has a little ladybug here that rides with her through the enchanted forest. The story will be that she meets people that are like her, that they all have pointed ears. She's going to learn how special these pointed ears are through her hereditary value, and that she will no longer need the hat, because she will soon become proud of those ears, because she knows the honor and great value that this brings to her through her lineage. And it's just a story that came to me. I've been working on it dozens of years, revamping it. So, okay, enough of that. So I'm just going to paint and talk to you. So tonight will be the night that I will see if I can't document some of the happenings that have been happening around my house. Also, I get gifts in the morning when I go out, and I have a lot of X's on the ground. I have this large tree out this window, and a lot of X's, almost just dozens of them. Across the street, after the healing I crossed the street, which this has never happened before in the over a dozen years I've lived here. Across the street, there is a branch that has fallen down from somewhere, either their tree or my tree, and it ended up across the street. And it is like a fork. It has 1, 2, 3, and it's just right in my view of my front window. And it's just sitting against the tree, almost staring at me. And so that is something that's been very prominent. If you go to Colorado Bigfoot's YouTube site, you will see how many of these he's been finding, of these branches that are like a fork, and there are 3. It's so amazing in life if you kind of consider how prominent 3 is. 3 is prominent. It's prominent even from Jesus to metaphysical to Sasquatch. That when they I still wish I knew what the X's meant. Someone, I think it was Todd Standing, said he felt that the X's meant a warning, and I'm not quite sure. I think that could be true in some circumstances, but I don't know if it's totally true. I think if it is a warning, it's a warning to other Sasquatches. He said that when I think he was talking about when he was out that one time where he got lost, that they were breaking branches and making X's. And so that's where he got a visual of the X's being made. And if I got that wrong, Todd, please correct me. I apologize. I have the utmost respect for you. And I do totally believe you. Saw Sasquatch. Many people think those are puppets. And I actually asked Spirit with my divination rods if Todd Standing is true. And they said yes. And they said those Sasquatch are true. So I have to go with that. And why would he spend all this time and energy? And I really enjoy his channel that he's opening up on his research and talking to people and listening to other people experiences, because other people have these experiences too. And I think it's very wise of him to bring other people in to his life and into his Sasquatch evolution. So I challenge you to also go to Colorado Bigfoot, and you can look up those. I think he just put a new video on, or pictures, because he does a lot of stills. And he's one of the first ones that's taught me about Sasquatch. And Todd Standing and him. And Cryptic Bigfoot? I really enjoy his stories too. It's a true thing. If people could only realize that they've been here before we've been here, and they could share with us and tell us so much if we let them. So you guys, I'm going to end there. Pick up the book, Beings of Light. Beings of Light. It's a good read, and you better hurry up and get it, because I don't know if they're going to continue making them. It's about 150 pages. This is her, Dorothy, in 2000. Beautiful woman. I loved her. She reminded me of my mom. I wish she was my mom, because then I would have ETs around me. That's one thing I do not have. I did see my mother and I, when we lived in California, in Sunnyvale, we had the Blue Angels would always go overhead and do practice runs. We were by an Air Force base. And we heard them. And every time we heard the Blue Angels, we would run out there so we could watch them, because they'd always be in formation and doing practices. Well, one time, so my mom and I go to the back window of the kitchen and look up, waiting for the Blue Angels. And as we look up, there's a silver flying saucer. Both my mother and I saw this flying saucer. And it was silver, and it was just totally like that. It just was saucer shaped with a dome. And my mom looked down to me and said, "Did you see that?" And I looked at her and I said, "Yeah." And we both looked back up, and it was gone. That 1 second when she said that to me, and then we looked back up, and then here comes the Blue Angels, and they were in formation. I don't know if they were after the flying saucer, or if they were practicing and the flying saucer just happened to hang out with them. But I thought this was just super interesting. So you guys, peace out. Life is good. Raise your vibration. I'm learning that fear keeps our vibration low. Watching the news, your thoughts of the president, things that are going on, turn it off. Because does it really affect your little world? Does it really affect your everyday little world? No, turn it off. I actually stopped watching TV. I do watch some news when I look at the internet, just so I'm a brief of what's going on. But turn it off. It lowers your vibration. It really doesn't affect your little world. We affect our world. We affect our environment. What your choices are, how you feel, how you react, affects your world. If you say love and feel love and give love, you will raise your vibration quickly. If you rid yourself of fear, and as I have a great understanding of fear because I was raised in a fear-based religion. Mormonism was fear-based. You had total fear. You had to do this and this and this, or you had things taken away from you spiritually, or God would not accept you into the highest kingdom. You had to perform to the highest that men told you to perform, and not God, but men. I believe that the Bible is probably 70% true. I feel the fear part of the Bible is not true. That is man's incorporating their style into it. Because how do you control people is through fear. But when you die, what do you feel? Love. You don't feel fear. You feel love, or the vibration of what we feel is love. Raise your vibration. You will see more in this world and of this world. Great things. Your health will improve. Your life will completely improve if you get rid of the fear in your life and just come to understand love. And that's how you raise your consciousness and your vibration. A lot of people say, "Oh, how do I raise my vibration?" Get rid of the fear, and you will come to an understanding. So, you guys, peace out. Enjoy your lives. I love you all. I know I've had someone on my channel talk to me about my sound, and it sounds like it's out of tin can. Yes, when I channel on a digital recorder because a lot of my channeling happens like that. I'm looking at something, reading something. I'm usually home painting, and someone's here, and I gotta go. I have to channel. It's hard for me to turn this on. I don't like to be in front of this when I'm channeling because I just don't like it. I think it kind of freaks people out too to see me channel. I'm a calm channeler. Some people go into this really weird voice, and I am their voice, but I don't like to talk weird when I channel. Some people go way into it, and I don't do that. I just want the words. You just give me the message and I will say it. So I'm going to work on that. I did order another camera that I can hook up and start working through my computer more. And I will get onto a site where I can edit. And I do have a microphone. It's kind of clunky, but I can do it. I just been lazy and using my little recorder. So forgive me for my audio if it sounds like a tin can. I'll get better at it. I'm not into this to make money. I don't care. I closed down my Patreon channel because I'm not interested in making money on this. The only money I make is I work full time and through readings. I do readings for people, and I feel that I should charge for my services. If it's a cold case or a family or the police, just get a hold of me because I do those for free. I would never charge for someone's life that was wrongly taken. That's not something that is correct for anyone to charge on anything like that. So just for those people that are interested for readings, my readings are very inexpensive and very affordable for what you get. And I don't just give you a reading and then turn you off. Well, like a lot of times people ask for a couple questions to be answered, and then they never hear from the reader again. I do follow-ups. I will continue. If when you receive an answer to the question you've asked me, you can email me and say, well, so what does that mean? And what does this mean? And I will go back in and ask the Spirit to explain it in more detail, which a lot of people charge lots of money for that. And I could charge $17 for that. So I think that's very fair. But I will go be with you till you understand firmly what the Spirit is saying. I will just not abandon you. If I made $5 an hour or if I made $200 an hour, you would still get the same from me because that's just who I am. I am blessed by work and I am blessed by intuitiveness. And I feel honored to have this, and I feel a responsibility that I have this. And I just love living on this earth. A lot of times I'm not perfect by any means, and it's taken me a long time to get to this point. Trust me. I understand a lot about life. I understand the woes and depressions of life. I understand the hurt of life. I understand the pain of life. But at this time in my life, I have risen up and out of that. And I'm just looking forward to what's coming my way. I do feel there's more coming my way, and there will be more asked of me, and I am ready for it. So you guys, peace out. Enjoy this ride with me because we are in for a ride this year. Something's going on this year, and it's going to be completely awesome. Love you all. Peace out. Have a great day. Thank you.